I'm here with Carter, one of my students, and today we're going to talk a bit about what has changed since we started working together, why we work together, and hopefully we'll have a lot of tips for them as well. So, Carter, about a year ago you reached out to me. Can you tell me what your main struggle was, main problem was, and what you hope to achieve by working with me?
Yeah, so when I came to you it was actually a little over a year ago now, but the main thing that I was struggling with was, it wasn't necessarily getting the clients because I had a lot of clients. Yeah. It was more on the side of service delivery.
Yeah.
So when I kind of came into your space, I just really, it was kind of weird. Like I just wanted to make money online. I just wanted to sustain an income for myself, right? I didn't want to have to rely on school or rely on going to college. So I was a bit lost. I was a bit scared. I didn't really have the confidence on the service delivery side. So I saw that you had a lot of experience in the digital marketing world, and I thought, I'll go to Bob because he's the one getting the results. I think a lot of people, they put so much faith in college, and they put so much faith in, what a college professor is going to say to them. But what I thought was, I'm just going to go out and find the guy who's doing it the best right now. And I came across you, right? And of course you had a lot of other information. So I was really struggling with really just knowing what kind of service I was going to provide and how to just deliver a kick-ass service, pretty much.
Do you remember which service you were providing before we started?
Yeah, so it's a bit different now, but when I was first starting out, I came to you and I needed you to help me build the website, right? Yeah. So I had gotten the client, and one of the things that I was just like aiming to do is just get the cash flow rolling, right? So I had gotten the client, and I was thinking either I'm going to outsource this client or I'm going to do this myself, learn it a bit the first time. So I sold my first client, and then I came to you, and that's when everything like kind of changed. It helped me out a lot because you kind of showed me not only the technical, like how to actually deliver the service and build the site, but I also remember, I think you showed me how to handle the expectations of the client so much better. And that first client was kind of like, the job was kind of a bit strange because I didn't really, I kind of just sold to them that I was just going to be there 24/7. I was just going to, always be doing whatever they wanted me to do. Because then like any amount of money sounded like, I'll do whatever it takes, right? Yeah. But you kind of showed me that you have to set your expectations, and you also showed me how to deliver a good service. So.
All right. Well, I think that what you said is something we see quite often, right? People sort of chase the money in the beginning.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's not, in my opinion, not the best way to go for long term. What would you say, and be honest about this, how would you say your vision is right now if you speak to clients? What is your main goal trying to get clients?
Oh, it's definitely, what do you...
Or in business, let's say in business.
So
you say you were chasing, you do anything for money. Like you were chasing it for money. What would you say, what drives you now to do business?
I think like definitely client results. Of course, money is still like a big thing. Of course, that's like on the other end of it. But if you're not getting client results, you just feel like the shittiest person in the world.
Yeah.
Like you want to be proud of the job that you're doing, I think. And I don't know how some people can like just go out and not be happy with the service that they provide. But like for me, I couldn't accept any amount of money if my client wasn't happy with the service. So really, it's just finding clients that fit perfectly into what my business helps them with. And I do that by literally getting on a call and figuring out what their problem is first. Yeah. And nowadays, I just fix their problems. It's not about like, okay, how much money are you going to give me for how many hours I put in? It's how can we get this solved and what's a fair price, Yeah.
I think that's very important in business, right? Business is about solving problems. Yeah. Do you have a certain tactic to figure out the problem? Is there like a way you go about this?
Yeah, so this is a pretty standard industry practice, I think, but nowadays, I think what I really like to do is start out all of my meetings with basically like a 30-minute session where we ask some questions in the beginning about what they're currently struggling with, and then we kind of go into where they want to go. And if I see that I can be that vehicle to get them from where they are to where they're trying to go, like the cross between that gap, and if I see that, hey, my service is going to help them get there, and it's going to be worth it for them to work with me, then I'll offer them to work with me. It's not, okay, here's a price for how many hours you're going to get from me. Because that's not what someone wants. Yeah. They don't want to just have me, doing random shit for like hours on end. They just want to get their problem solved. So that's true. That's kind of like what my process is like now.
I think what you said, and I don't want to put words into your mouth, is there was a change in mindset in sales.
Yeah.
Do you think you could describe the mindset you had and the mindset you have now?
Yeah, so before it was really just about like, It was honestly, when I looked at the industry and like when I looked at having a job before, I just thought about it as a way to make money. I didn't really think about like providing this awesome service. So after going through like all this crazy like year and a half now of transformation, nowadays it's all about like service because the money will follow.
Yeah.
Right. So that's kind of the change that happened, I think. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah, because it sounded a bit more to me from scarcity to abundance mindset.
Yeah.
Like I need to make money to, hey, if we're a good fit, I'll offer my services to you, which I think is so much better. And if you would pitch to me and I feel like you're chasing money, I would probably say no. But if I feel like you're actually figuring out whether you can help me, and then if that's the case, you're going to pitch something to me. It sounds more like abundance, and I think that's, again, I don't want to put words into your mouth. But that's sort of how it sounded to me.
How you would say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I think saying it like that is pretty much exactly how I'd say it. Yeah, I would say that like the transformation that happened it needed to happen because it's better for everyone. The closer you can get to like a true fit between the client and the business, I feel like is the best place to be. And it's honestly like nowadays it's my goal to. You talk a lot about like moonshot thinking.
Yeah.
We talked about this the other day at the workshop, and I was just thinking about like my vision and things like that. My goal nowadays is really to help customers and businesses find like perfect fits.
Yeah.
That's so big to me, and it really like it inspires me. It makes me happy when I can see a customer and I can see a business coming and like it's just a perfect value exchange because that's what business is all about.
It is. Yeah.
And nowadays, it's like my goal to get closer and closer to that for any customer and any business around the world.
Yeah. I have one more question for you. It just occurred to me with something you said in the beginning. Basically, what you did is you pitched a service that you didn't really know how to deliver results on.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
With the site. I mean, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Would you advise people watching right now who are maybe beginning the business, would you advise them to just try and get a client and then figure out how to get the knowledge? Or would you say get the knowledge in...
Well, the thing is, I kind of knew what I was helping them with.
Yeah.
I knew it from like a high level. I'd just never done it.
Yeah.
So I knew that I could find people to outsource it to, but I really like, I wanted to learn it myself as well. So I think it just depends on the person. You can definitely go that route, but it's almost better to not like charge a shit ton of money if you're going to do it that way, and to be very transparent with the customer at all times. I think, say maybe that you are just starting out and you're going to invest all this money back into learning more and more about it.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be like to the point where it's like, I don't know anything about this, pay me, right? Yeah. I don't know if that makes sense. I think it just depends on the person.
Yeah. I think it does, and I think it could work in certain, but as you said, you have to have a bit of knowledge before you...
a bit, for sure.
Before you start, and if it makes you more confident, because confidence in sales is very important as well, to have more experience, then probably get more.
Yeah, and I would just throw this in there real quick. Like I said, my perception of making money just changed so much because when I was growing up, a job was always just a way to make money, and selling and marketing and things like that, I just always looked at as the most important piece of the puzzle. But nowadays, I think service delivery is like the thing. If you look at like all of the big companies nowadays, they're all just over-delivering for their customers. Yeah. Even if it means that they're going to lose profits. Yeah. It's always customer first, and those are the companies that win.
I agree, yeah. All right, well, cool. Cool to have you here on the channel. Yeah. Also cool that you flew here from the States to be here for the workshop, and excited to see the future.
Cool.
For you.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Awesome. We'll see you guys. Thank you for watching.